know that Kenneth Okonkwo have attacking P2B. You know, Kenneth Okonkwo make a speech. How many weeks now? Let me say 1 week or 2 weeks. Now, Kenneth Okonkwo attacking P2B that P2B have changed 3 parties in 6 months. Say that P2B cannot, you know, win election in 2027, that P2B have going around and they know those things are that attacking P2B. So a lot of people have complaining the way P2B have a changing party, including me here. I'm complaining. What's the reason why P2B is changing party like this? But P2B have a reply. Tell us the reason why, you know, he changed the party. Tell us how the reason why he changed all those parties, because a lot of people have complained too much. So listen to what P2B said. Before you listen, please make sure you subscribe Ala TV. God will bless you. Remember what I told you, that this place is all about trending news. So listen to what Mr. P2B said.
I'm always a loyal member of any party. Yes, people will say he has left this party, he has left this party, left this party. One day, those who are close to me will tell the story of how I left all those parties. The truth is that every party I've left, I've been pushed to leave. This morning, somebody asked me a question about something. I said, I don't stay where there's a problem. I've never knowingly, whether it's in private or in public, quarrel with people. I don't stay. I would rather be the loser and be called a coward and go out of it in peace than stay where there's quarrel. So if people tomorrow say, we don't want you here, I'll move on. That is not weakness. It is a virtue. Just like people will say it's simple, it is a virtue. People will say it's patient, it's a virtue. You must be able to do things where you tolerate others, and if they don't want you, don't quarrel with them. You move on.
So
my commitment is for a better Nigeria. And I believe that we need to work together with other entities in order to be able to change the country.
That is going to tell the world the reason why they're camping for all those parties one day. So my question is that I'm not criticizing P2B. I'm not telling P2B. Everybody know how I love P2B and I want the good for P2B. So my advice to P2B, is it not better to you to stay in one party? Is it not better to you to stand in one party to make sure that that party stand? Because it's all those people have been a president of this country. Somebody like the Rooney president right now, Jagaban, and someone like ex-president, that is a Goodluck Jonathan, you know, late Mohammed Buhari. That is, you know, they stay in one party. They maintain in one party. So, listen to me. I'm not saying that what Mr. P2B is doing is no good, but this is like advice. You know, it doesn't mean that if he failed in this party, you must come out in that party. No. Why can't you stay in one party? Maintain in one party. Make sure that that party stand. Make sure that that party is their own. That is the reason why, in terms of politics, if you see Jagaban, you know, he have a, stand. Jagaban have made a lot of people, you know, who they are today. So I'm not criticizing P2B. This is like advice. I don't like the way P2B, let me tell you people the truth. I don't like the way P2B, you know, decapping for one party another. I know that when Kenneth Okonkwo is talking is no good. But sometimes, yeah, let me say something. You need to pick some points on it. Because what Kenneth Okonkwo saying, there is some point on it. Because he have left the party in 6 months. I know that because you want to, be a president, or you want a betterment of this country. I know that you're afraid, like Kenneth Okonkwo say, that you're afraid because of you are going to lose a primary election. No, it's not like P2B is afraid because of going to lose primary election, because P2B wants a betterment of this country. P2B want to be a president of this country by all means, to make sure that this country is good, to make sure that it fits this country in order. That is the reason why P2B have a decamping for the one party or another. But my own point today is that you can't win a president by decamping one party or another. You can stand in one party, maintain that one party, stand in one party. That is how all those people be a president of this country. Dude, you didn't see Jagaban decamping for one party, and you didn't see Goodluck Jonathan, you didn't see late Mohammed Buhari. I'm telling people the truth. I know that a lot of people might attack me for this, but I'm not saying this for hate P2B. Everybody knows how I love P2B. I like P2B so much. This is kind of advice to P2B to stay in one party. So, if you decamping for one party for another, how are you going to win the president? You know that Nigeria is not a country you say that, all the any party you decamp can make you a president. No, it's not any party you decamp for Nigeria can make you a president. That is my point today. Not any party you decamp can make you a president. Let us tell ourselves the truth. You see this NDC. I'm not saying P2B cannot win a president of this country, but that party, I'm not saying that party to make P2B a president. That is my reason. So everybody should not misunderstanding what I'm saying today. What I'm saying today is like advice to P2B to maintain one party. That is not good. So how many parties now P2B? He said that he's going to tell us the whole world the reason why I have decamping for one party to another. So that explanation is not too strong. It's not too strong. So please maintain one party, even if this NDC you belong now, even if you fail there or you win there, because I know that my prayer to P2B to win this election, my prayer to P2B to win this election. But if you plan this way but it didn't work, it doesn't mean that you can buy yourself. So if you tried but it didn't work, stand this one, stand and maintain the party. That is my advice to Mr. P2B. I love you so much. Please, God help Mr. P2B to win this 2027 election. That is my prayer for you. So God will bless everyone. All my friends, in case you never subscribe, please try and subscribe on our TV. One love.